Consider this. Nationwide, about 160,000 students stay home every day because of bullying. Not because they're afraid that they didn't do their homework, but because they're actually afraid to go to school. As a parent, I have to say I found that statistic both shocking and sad, so I wanted to find out what's being done to protect our kids. And surprisingly, I found out that protection begins at home.
Jay Hay carried a dark secret.
At times I was very depressed and very anxious, and at one point in 5th grade I was even suicidal.
When he was just 11 years old, he came dangerously close to taking his own life after being bullied.
I wanted it to end. There was one night where I held a knife in my hand, and I said I could cut my wrists, I could stab myself, but I put it down, and because I was too afraid to do it. But I wanted it. I wanted God to take me. I wanted to just fall asleep and not wake up.
From 11 to 14, Jay says he was kicked, pushed, and relentlessly teased.
It was constant bombardment of names in the hallways, on my locker.
He felt powerless, lonely, but most of all afraid. And as he got older, it got even worse.
There was 15 boys. I was in 7th grade, and it was 15 8th grade boys who surrounded me, and one held me down on the playground, held me down on the ground, and another guy took a Vortex Nerf football and shoved it into my groin.
Jay was homeschooled from there on out. It's estimated that nearly 30%, or 5.7 million children, are involved in bullying, either as victims, perpetrators, or both. Children who are obese, gay, or have disabilities like a stutter, ADHD, or spina bifida are the ones being picked on the most. Bullying has been going on for as long as there's been school. From the days of Ralph Macchio and the 80s hit The Karate Kid to the modern-day version with Jaden Smith.
That's more than 20 years apart, and in all that time, the fear and isolation hasn't changed.
But now in 2010, the bullying can follow kids home thanks to the internet.
1, 2, 3.
Not sir.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
Criminals, predators, whatever, they're all the same. They seek somebody that's weaker than them, and they don't like to pick on people that are confident and they'll stand up for themselves.
Mike Tomaso has his own martial arts studio in Fairhope. He talks from experience. He was bullied too, but says all of that stopped the day he signed up for karate lessons.
Walk forward. It stopped. Nobody picked on me because I was confident. I've seen that time and again with my students. Get ready.
Tomaso says martial arts teaches more than self-defense. Beyond the punching and kicking, his students start to believe in themselves, and over time, they project that strength. Therapists say sometimes that's all it takes.
Ready? Go.
Bullies have really become expert at trying to get their own self-esteem and power needs met at the expense of someone else.
Catherine Rouse is a therapist at Alta Point. She says parents with children being bullied should help them to brainstorm ways to respond to a bully, and then also remind them of the things they're good at.
I'm talking about helping children have good self-esteem, helping them to feel good about who they are, and to understand that they have a unique part of them that can't be broken.
Jay says it took years to reclaim the power the bullies had over him, and now he's helping others to find their voices too.
It took a lot, and it's a lot of talking, a lot of therapy, and a lot of self-motivation and self-confidence in myself, and realizing that it was, I repeated a lot, to take my power back, to use my voice, and to let them know that I wasn't going to just shrink down and be defeated by this.
18-year-old Tyler Clementi, a 15-year-old Phoebe Prince, and 14-year-old Brandon Bittner. Just some of the names of the students who took their own lives because of hate. To those feeling isolated, Jay says, no, you're not alone.
There's hope. There is hope. There is. You are not alone. That there are thousands, probably millions of people going through what you feel right now. I thought I was the only one. But there's hope. Reach out. Talk to someone.
So if you or someone you know is being bullied, there are a lot of resources out there to help. We've posted some of those links to those sites on our website, as well as the signs for parents to look out for. You can find it all on our website. That's fox10tv.com.